Welcome. My name is Brandon. Please join me on this tour of Eastdale Plaza in Iowa City, Iowa. Before I begin talking about this place, I have to give a big shout out to 10 Pound Hammer. They found a ton of information, including old articles proving that this building was, in fact, a toothpaste tube factory. Oh, and then it was converted into a mall. Honestly, before 10 Pound Hammer shared so much information with me, I was not certain what to talk about in this video. I thought, maybe I can make heavy breathing noises or trash talk other YouTubers, but that's already been done. Since I have mall information, let's discuss Eastdale's history. As I mentioned earlier, the building was a factory, run by Victor Industries. They manufactured metal toothpaste tubes, but saw their sales dip with the release of plastic tubes. Victor Industries sold the building in 1976. The center opened as Eastdale Village in the middle of 1978, kitty corner from Sycamore Mall, which at the time was the biggest shopping center in the area. That does not sound like the best idea, but this was the era of malls. Maybe two malls could exist so close to each other. Eastdale was developed by Alan Frankel Investments and Dave Cahill Realtors. Cahill sold the mall the same year it opened, when the center only contained a few stores. The first tenants to open were Expressions Card and Gift, Hairloft, and Speedles for Men. Speedles? Spidles? I've heard it spoken both ways. More stores opened the following September. Nutshell Needlework, Village News, a bookstore/newsstand, and Joe's Warehouse, a business that sold linens and housewares. Alan Frankel forfeited the mall the year after it opened. The biggest tenant to open at the end of the 1970s was Northwest Fabrics in November of 1979. Capital Savings and Loan purchased the mall in 1981. Despite being a few years old, the mall was not doing well. It turns out opening a shopping center so close to Sycamore Mall was not the best idea. Eastdale also now had competition from a new mall that had opened in downtown Iowa City in 1981. With the lack of growth in Eastdale, there were already plans to do something else with the building. At the end of 1981, Kirkwood Community College announced its intention to buy the mall. Northwest Fabrics and a driver's license office remained open, but the mall owners terminated several leases, including a fitness center and post office, to make room for the college. However, plans fell through in March 1982 when the fire marshal determined the truss work on the second level did not meet fire codes for a college. Meredith Organization tried to buy the mall in early 1983, but backed out that July. The mall only had 30% occupancy, including Northwest Fabrics and Hawkeye Furniture Showroom. While the college plans fizzled out, the owner knew they had to do something different. The owner renamed the building to Eastdale Plaza and planned to turn the upper floor into offices. To encourage growth, the center changed to a condominium plan where tenants could own their portion of the building. It attracted a few businesses, including Hobby Corner, which moved from across the street. A list of 1985 tenants included the previously mentioned fabric store and driver's license office, as well as Ham's Hearth and Home, Hobby Corner, K Jeans Uniforms, Liberty Communications, Midwest Office Products, and Midwest School Supplies, Whispering Winds Art Gallery, and Wilson Sports Center. You could even get a bite to eat at a Maid-Rite. Wilson Sports moved out of the building to Sycamore Mall. In 1987, Merle Norman opened in the mall, giving the center a second national chain. By 1990, a man by the name of Gary Watts had purchased 61% of the mall from the FDIC. The rest was owned by the businesses. Occupancy of the building increased to 80%, but most of those tenants were offices. In 1995, the lease expired for Northwest Fabrics. Entering the 21st century, Wilson Sports moved back into Eastdale Plaza in 2001. When I visited this mall in July 2025, the only remaining retailers were the Look Hair Salon and Cook's Jewelry. I do not know when Hobby Corner left Eastdale, but based on maps, the tenant moved into the Sycamore Mall at the end of the 2010s. The driver's license station moved out in 2023 to Coralville, about 8 miles away. Some locals argue this move was political, as the new location is not on a bus line nor in an area with sidewalks. I am so glad to have shared this gorgeous building with you, but it is time to move on. My next Iowa City video will be about Sycamore Mall, now called Iowa City Marketplace, a mall that was partially demalled, but right down the middle. However, before we check out that place, I'm going to share a couple of Christmas decorated malls for the month of December. I will leave those as a surprise, but after that, I will share my visit to Iowa City Marketplace. I hope you come back, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.